What happens when you stay awake for over 8 days? Peter Tripp and Randy Gardner are two men who found out the hard way.
Disc jockey Peter Tripp decided to raise money for charity by staying awake for 200 hours.
Little did he know the experiment would destroy his life. He would change significantly, lose his wife and his career. Sleep researcher Johnny West, who observed Peter throughout the experiment, had previously worked with American military pilots who had been tortured in the Korean War by having been prevented from sleeping.
I felt that some of the Air Force POWs had not recovered their former personality function after they returned.
During Tripp's experiment, extensive means were taken to ensure that Tripp didn't fall asleep, even for a second.
He would say, "Now just to go to the bathroom a few minutes, it'll be on." We said, "Oh, we're going to go to the bathroom with you."
After 3 sleepless days, Peter's behavior saw significant changes.
Peter began cursing the barber, really being terrible to him and insulting him, and the barber cried.
Tripp had begun to see things that weren't there. He mistook one of the doctors for an undertaker who'd come to bury him. He ran into the street, terrified.
His mean body temperature progressively declined over this period of time. And the lower it went, the crazier he got.
A surprising discovery was made. Tripp's hallucinations were following the same 90-minute cycle of REM sleep.
Peter Tripp was awake, knew he was awake, and still his sleep record was that of a sleep.
If you're seeing and hearing things that aren't there while you're awake, you're mad. If you're asleep, you're normal and having a dream.
Tripp's doctors became increasingly worried about him, especially on the last night.
He was clearly psychotic. We were hard-pressed to keep from calling an end to the whole thing. But by that time, we were ourselves pulling for him to make it to the end.
After staying awake for 201 hours, Tripp finally went to bed and slept for 24 hours. When he woke up, the hallucinations and delusions had vanished, and Tripp believed he was back to normal.
His wife didn't think so, and in fact, their marriage started to go bad after that, and they ended up getting divorced.
In the months that followed, Tripp was unable to regain his sense of balance. He fought with his boss and lost his job, and friends of Tripp's were convinced he had incurred permanent damage. Randy Gardner's 11 sleepless days were as part of a project for the 10th annual Greater San Diego Science Fair.
It had gotten out to the newspapers. It was too late, I couldn't back out. And I thought, let's do it, let's do the 11 days.
He too would never be the same.
I really, for years and years, just kind of hibernated.
Randy was under observation by Dr. Dement, who had heard about their experiment in the newspaper and decided to join him for the last 3 days. Dement, along with 2 of Randy's friends, did everything they could to keep him alert.
We did everything. We walked the beaches, all hours. We visited the county jail at 3 in the morning. We drove around in a Ford convertible.
Randy's only stimulants were Coca-Cola, loud music, and alternating hot and cold showers. His friends also administered a set of 20 mental and physical tests every 6 hours to monitor his state.
Gardner was experiencing mood swings, memory loss, slurred speech, and hallucinations.
As the days wore on, the effects of sleep deprivation became severe. Randy Gardner confessed to experiencing severe insomnia ever since his 11-day experiment. The record was removed from the Guinness Book of World Records to deter others from attempting.
Please do not do this at home. It's just not advisable.
It appears as though some things are just not worth those 15 minutes, or in this case, 11 painful days of fame.